For fifth mine worker at a Sibanye mine. We crossed our reporter Lopang Alamu, who's at the Sibanye-Stillwater mine near Western Area. Good afternoon, Lopang. Mineral Resources Minister Gwede Mantashe has condemned the death at the mine and is said to be on his way there. Do we know what the company is saying and what's the latest from the mine?
Well, a very good afternoon, Zing, and to the viewers at home. Well, honestly speaking, there is no update as we speak. The only thing that was told to us is the fact that Gwede Mantashe, Mineral Resources Minister, will be joining us here. We're not sure as to exactly when indeed he will be here, but we were told that he'll be here just after landing. So we're expecting him, and we'll definitely be here to keep an eye on his arrival. Also, another thing is that they're still searching for the fifth miner who was trapped with those last night. And they're yet to retrieve the fourth body. Yes, they've identified it. They did identify him as someone who had died, but they're yet to bring him to surface. So it's more of a wait and see kind of game, because management say they will update us when the rescue team updates them. And as you can see from where I'm standing, the scene happened probably 4.5 kilometers from where we're standing, just 7 minutes from where we are. And this is the closest. This is where they told us to stay. They wouldn't allow us anywhere near the scene as we speak. But also, just another note, earlier on we spoke to management. We asked them about reports that the Department of Mineral Resources visited the mine last week, and they did indicate that a certain area in this mine was not following proper safety precautions. We spoke to the mine about them. We asked them about it, and what they did tell us is the fact that yes, they do acknowledge the fact that the department did indeed visit the mine, but the area that we are referring to is not the area where the scene happened. But I guess most importantly is the fact that at this point, nobody knows as to why the miners went into that abandoned area. Nobody can give us an answer as to who sent them. Were they on duty? And were there any signs to show that that particular area was abandoned? So those are the pertinent questions that we're still yet to be given answers to. So mine management says it's still under investigation. They will not tell us exactly who sent the miners down there. So we do not know if they were sent. We do not know if they had the permission to go into that abandoned area, and we also do not know if they went into that area, at their own accord. So those are the pertinent questions that we still need the answers to, and of course, we're still going to have to wait for mine management to get back to us. We are not yet sure if they're even going to have a press briefing, but we will just have to wait and see and wait for them to give us an update.
Lopang, this is the second incident at this mine this year. There was an incident in February, and there was another incident at another mine owned by Sibanye. That's the Driefontein mine. What are people from the area and people perhaps who work there, if you've spoken to them, saying about what they perceive about the levels of safety there?
Well, since January, there's been 19 deaths at Sibanye, so that is a very, very big concern, especially for the miners. We spoke to some miners off the record because they feared for their safety, but a lot of them are saying that they're not happy with the working conditions. A lot of them saying they do not feel safe, and that they need management to be more open with them. They need management to treat them better. So we did not exactly understand what they meant by treat them better, but what I can tell you is that they say they do not feel safe, and that they're very worried because things are done under carpet, and that they're not allowed to speak to us. It's those type of things, especially now where I'm standing. This is the only area we're allowed to be at. There's hardly any miners this side, so they make it very, very difficult for us to speak, to interact with the miners. But the miners are definitely complaining. People in the area are also complaining. And earlier on, we asked management if there was indeed anyone in hospital, or if there were only 5 people who were involved in yesterday's incident, and they said yes, that is true. But then we also spoke to someone who says his brother is in hospital because of what happened yesterday. So those are the facts that we need to get clarity on, because it seems the mine is telling us one story, but the miners, the people who are mostly affected by all of this, are telling us a different story to what the mine is telling us.
Lopangalamu giving us an update there. She will be following that story throughout the course of the day and keeping us updated.